What's going on, guys? Welcome to Ajax Reviews. Today we review Most Likely to Die. Directed by Anthony DiBlasi. A group of former classmates gather before their 10-year high school reunion, and one by one they're brutally slain in a manner befitting their yearbook superlatives. Now, with Father's Day just passing, I started watching a couple movies that I had gotten for Father's Day either this year or a few years ago. Now, this happened to be one of the movies that I got for Father's Day a few years ago. I don't remember exactly how many. I remember me and my fiance sitting down and watching it, and I did not remember if I liked it, if I hated it, if I was indifferent about it. I don't remember. I remember bits and pieces of it, but I didn't remember any of the kills. I didn't remember any characters. I didn't remember the killer. I didn't remember shit. My fiance was like, I think we liked it. And I was like, are you sure? Like, I don't know, man. Because, I mean, if I did, I would have watched it again. And she's like, well, maybe I liked it and you fucking hated it. I don't know. So I sat down and I watched it. And, well, here's what I thought.
Saving the rest of the striptease for you.
Now, I've recently reviewed a few 1980s revenge horror movies, most specifically Terror Train and Slaughter High. Most Likely to Die falls within that same category, other than the fact that it's not an 80s movie. But aside from that, this movie was actually pretty fucking cool. I mean, it started slow and pretty cliche, but as soon as the tension built, shit started happening. Now, during the first kill, I was kind of upset. I was like, well, shit, this first kill is off screen. Why would you start a movie with an off-screen kill? But then I started thinking, Friday the 13th, there's a lot of movies that start with an off-screen kill. So I gave it a chance and I continued watching. Once that first kill was revealed, like when the body was set up, it made the wait worth it. It was fucking cool. Now, one of the things that I started not liking, but then soon started liking, was all the kills were similar, with throats being cut. But then they were all different at the same time. Now, you have to actually watch the movie to understand what I'm talking about. Now, the location was cool. The filmmakers did a really good job of making an upscale mansion look creepy and dreadful without changing the way it actually looked. It stayed looking upscale, but it was creepy. They did a good job at creating that atmosphere. I mean, I really can't express how surprised I am that I enjoyed this movie and how much that I actually enjoyed this movie. Now, most attempts at revenge slasher movies fall flat because it's really hard to input an original story idea within the established genre. And this movie, although original, you can tell, well, at least I felt like this movie was directly inspired by Slaughter High. There were a lot of familiar elements. Now it's time to talk about some of the things that I liked. The effects. The blood looked great. The makeup looked good. I mean, everything there. It just looked good. What can I say? Another thing I liked was the creativity of the kills. Even though everybody died via throat slash, they ended up matching like their most likely two superlatives in their yearbooks to the way that they were killed or found. So it was pretty cool. Like if somebody was most likely to have their name up in lights, just think of, what that kill is going to look like. Another thing I really liked was Bella's death. That was fucking outstanding, man. Like you're going from a throat slash to that. That was just fucking brutal. Like you got to see it to understand what I'm talking about. Now let's talk about some of the things that I didn't like. Some of the conversations just came off fake. Like super fake. Like, yeah, well, when this happened, you had to do this. Like they were trying to retell the past of what they did in high school, which I get was, pertinent to the story, but they could have done it in a different way. The conversations were just like stupid. Like I've never had a conversation with somebody that I went to school with reminding me, remember that time I did this and you did that? I'm sure they fucking remember. Like, if I'm having that conversation, I'd be like, yeah, dude, that's like that time that I stole that car. You did that shit. Like, they didn't do that. They just said, Do you remember that time on the football field on March 25th, 2006, where you did, like, that was some of the conversations. It just came off fake, like they're really trying to explain the story to us. They didn't need to. Another thing that I dislike is that there's no fucking sequel to this movie. This could have been cool. This is something that could have continued going, especially with the ending. So, make another one. Damn it. So, in conclusion, would I recommend this movie? Yes. Find it, buy it, download it, just watch it. I mean, is it a classic? No, not by any means. But it's damn entertaining. All the girls were good to look at, and the story actually had a nice twist. And with all that being said, guys, I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 5. And that's going to do it for me for today, guys. So remember, until next time, stay smart, stay clean, keep the dream, don't let the man get you down, because if he does, he may end up shoving a hockey stick down your friend's throat and forcing you to hide in a closet with Perez Hilton and eat cookies. And nobody wants that, because I'm not sharing cookies. I'm not. I fucking love cookies. Fuck Perez Hilton. I like my cookies.